Welcome to the wild south of Western Australia. Nearly 600 kilometres in low-range four-wheel driving from Israelite Bay to Twilight Cove across the vast salt lakes, and nearly 100 kilometres of treacherous, unpredictable beach parallel to the Bilbunya Dunes, followed by a climb up and over the rugged and rough Baxter Cliffs, which has often claimed tyres, vehicles and lives.
Baxter was shot in his swag.
Followed by the testing trail to Twilight Cove, considered by some to be the best place in Australia you could roll out a swag. This is super remote, it is epic.
Welcome back. This is the final episode. We are 6 days into our expedition so far, and well into our third day on the Baxter Cliffs. Our aim is to reach John Baxter's unfortunate final resting place.
We've arrived at the Baxter Memorial. The camp dance, it's all about getting the camp set up right. There are 3 swags, 2 rooftops, 3 awnings, rain, fire pit. So we've got to get all that right, and it's not something you can rush.
Getting stopped there. What do you reckon?
We might have a fire close in the morning, we'll just move it out a bit. The camp dance has been completed.
We prepped this 4 hours ago when we were driving on the track. So what we have here, lamb roast, Travis bringing the veggies. Voila! This is what you can do with the travel buddy. Let's dig in, boys.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, really good.
I think it's time to tell the boys how and why this is called the Baxter Cliffs. Sean, what is the time?
10:28.
10:28. That is a very special time for this area. This is the Baxter Cliffs, which is named after John Baxter, the offsider of the explorer, Edward John Eyre. That's what the Eyre Highway is named after. They were on an expedition to cross the Nullarbor from east to west. Party of 5 people on this expedition. John Eyre, John Baxter, Wiley, Yarry and Joey. The expedition had run past the point of no return. They were running low on water, low on supplies, low on food. So there was a bit of a mutiny. This is where the time becomes important. On the 29th of April, 1841, at 10:30 p.m, Yarry and Joey started grabbing all the stuff. John Baxter tried to stop them, but as he leapt out of the swag, he was shot in the stomach with a rifle. Yarry and Joey then took the horses and ran, which left Edward John Eyre and Wiley to complete the expedition on their own with no supplies. They had to find all that stuff themselves on this harsh terrain that we've just driven through. They had to go from here to Albany. Walking. And I think this might be the end of our night. This rain is getting heavier. And I know we're all tired because we've done 3 days on this track.
I'm gonna fall asleep in the swag tonight.
Oh, the swag, it's got water on it. Your swag is open, that water's open.
Holy crap, look this way, Trav. Oh my God, look at all the rain.
Tomorrow you rooftop princesses are gonna have mud all through them. And I'll just take my boots off and won't have to worry about it.
Another morning on the Baxter Cliffs. Everyone sleeping in the swag survived the cold and wet night without any visits from beyond.
Everyone's had their showers this morning. We are feeling so fresh.
Mate, I needed that after that track yesterday. Fresh, ready to go.
8 days.
Yeah,
8 days.
Okay.
I feel so clean. Earlier this morning when I was going for a bit of a walk, I spotted this quandong plant. If you can't see it yet, look for the red dots. Those are fruits. These can be found all throughout the southern region of WA. Red in a plant, that's a poison indicator. However, in this case, I know what it is. It's quandong fruit, and it is very high in vitamin C. It's not going to make me sick.
Inside the quandong fruit, we have the nuts. You crack this open, you get to the inner nut, which is kind of like an almond consistency. The outside is kind of like a cross between an apple and a peach, but everyone says something otherwise. But don't take my word for it, let's see what the boys think.
What do you got there, Ronnie?
I reckon it tastes like an apple or a loquat.
Yeah, it's got a dragon fruit taste in it.
Oh, who wants the last pieces? I don't like it. Right, let's hit the road, boys. We've got a long way to go still. But before we go, gentlemen, we need to sign the secret book. Not many people know it's here. So last time anyone was here was, or who signed the book at least, 29th of March. That's because it's very hard to find this one. Excuse my terrible writing, boys. You guys can write on that.
So we found a card of yours, Ronnie. There was something that stood out to me.
Oh, that's an old
It's
sticker.
one of your stickers, but a quick read. Back again, rough as guts. I mean, let's just say you nailed that statement. It's rough.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
It's still there. Let's get the camera crew to sign in and then we'll make our way. Let's hit the road. And speaking of roughest guts, let's head to the cliffs just south of our location before we hit the final run towards Twilight Cove. Here we are in the centre of the Baxter Cliffs. This is not like the Bunda Cliffs, which you can easily drive to across the Nullarbor. This place here, the views you get, not many people have seen these. It's a grueling, long, rough, rugged drive just to get here, even if you go straight from the highway. But it's well worth the effort. We want to get to Twilight Cove today, and there's a long way to go. We better keep moving. Having a lot of experience travelling this area, I can sense and I know this track has taken its toll on the guys. It's been several days now and I've been withholding this burning question.
Trav, describe this track with 5 words.
Long, dusty, rocky, sleepy, and dark.
Sean?
Well, he left me nothing to say, but I was narrow, bushy, scratchy, and bloody boring.
Hey guys, there's that backpacker van I was telling you about. Jump out and have a look at that. This van's been here for at least 10 years, probably even longer than that. And it just goes to show that this track is not a joke. We are about 40 kilometres, 45 k's from the nearest roadhouse from the highway. It's 45 k's of this rough stuff. If you bring anything in here that's not a four-wheel drive, it's likely going to end up like this. This would actually make a really good shelter if you're stuck out here. Now, I don't know the backstory to this. However, I can speculate a little bit. Across the road, there are 2 seats that have been ripped out of this vehicle. So one would have to assume that they've been staying here for a little bit. Check this out, guys. Now, most people have stopped to look at this. Don't walk to the opposite side. We've got 2 chairs and a fire.
So someone ripped these chairs, sat here and enjoyed the campfire.
And waiting for a mate.
I'm not sure they would have enjoyed the fire, but at least the state of the vehicles. And speaking of vehicles, I'm going back to mine.
Yeah, I would stay with my car.
The smile on your face
Let me know that you need me. The truth in your eyes say you know love
believe me because of my cocaine in the travel body.
I say.
Hey, 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 hey. Camping in the darkness, I say.
This track's really done a number on you, Sean. Inspired by yesterday's roadside coffee over a fire, we are bringing back the Baxter Roadhouse. Only this time, we are cooking roadside burgers over a fire.
Hey Trav. Remember that sticker at the Baxter Memorial?
I already know what the next words are. It is rough as guts, mate.
It sure is. But I'll tell you what, I got a surprise for you. Wait till you get past that section.
Yeah, I know, but that's happened before. It's like keeps giving me a little bit of soft sand and I'm like, yes, we're getting closer to this beach that I've never seen, and then it goes back to rocks.
So it's going to get better from now onwards, I promise. Breakfast looked a bit interesting, dinners are looking a bit interesting, quite creative because we are running out of a few things. I think we've been burning the candle at both ends a little bit too much.
Yeah, I reckon so. You know, I got a couple of eggs left for breakfast and a couple of steaks. What about you, Travis?
I've saved the best to last. I got a couple of T-bones for the fire. Might have a bit of mince there for that spaghetti bolognese you keep promising me. Like Ronnie keeps saying, this track's going to get better.
And I've got a very nice surprise for you too. I've been holding on to it since Esperance.
We've been hearing that for the past 5 days, mate.
You gotta earn it first, mate. You finish this track or your vehicle breaks down, that's how you earn it.
I lost the number plate. My vehicle's broken.
You guys have been thrown around, but would you do this run again?
Yeah, make sure I will take a different path.
You just took the words out of my mouth.
Alright, well you wait for the big reward at the end.
Never been to Twilight, and I'm wondering if it does exist or we're going to get there and go, right guys, track ends, let's turn around, because it feels like it's going to nowhere.
This is where we head down. Beach pressures, through to sand dunes, and then we are on the final run. We've been on those rocks for a number of days, running about 20 to 25 psi across the board. Time to go down to 14 to 16 psi. The beach can get soft. We have a sand dune we've got to navigate, and then we get to our destination, Twilight Cove. There's two different ways of lowering your tyres. I'm doing it the convenient way with in-deflate. These are actually faster, but there are a few things you need to be aware of. So sometimes when you pull the valve out and you put it back in and you haven't had your valve caps on, there's a big chance you get that mud into the wheels or into the valve core and the sand.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you think they are tight and they start leaking as you drive.
That's true. So when I used to use this type, I used to carry extra valve cores with me. Time to hit the sand. We're almost there. Yippee!
All right, let's go.
Look at that ocean, mate. I've never seen it that calm here before.
Mate, that's awesome. Look at that. Clear sky.
I didn't expect to be this close to the water so early on. Looks pretty awesome up here.
I'm liking this. How's the angle there, Sean?
Yeah, the angle is hectic.
Oh mate, that must look so funny put outside, opposite angles. Just keep it rolling. Let's go as wide as you can. Trav, that's gonna feel really fun in the 79.
You wouldn't want to run and gun down that hill and not know, eh? Coming down in the dark.
If you didn't know about it, you'd find out pretty quick. How nice is that rock feature?
Mate, that's unbelievable.
It doesn't actually look like you're near the coast, does it? The formation of them.
Go left at the T, otherwise you're going to end up the wrong direction.
Yeah, copy.
No worries, mate. We are right behind you.
Alright, just call it clear for each other over this one because you can't see around the corner. I'm clear on the first.
Yep. Clear as well.
And I'm on the bench.
Yeah. How good does that cliff face look now, hey, on the beach? Totally different perspective of it.
I've been waiting for you guys to see this.
Mate, this place never gets old.
Looks like a bit of sea spray around, but I'm sure we'll be fine closer to the cliff. The wind changes a bit.
That was going to be my next question. Is it sand or is it sea spray?
Check out that giant. Here we are.
Mate, that's epic.
Well, here we are, folks. We made it to Twilight Cove, all the way from Esperance, through Israelite Bay, across the salt dunes, over the sand dunes, up onto the Baxter Cliffs at Point Culver, and then 3 days, 3 grueling, rough as guts days to get to Twilight Cove. One of the best places to put your tent, your swag, or pop your rooftop. Epic. We even have a nature's window that looks out to the ocean. And when you cast your vision down the side of the cliff, it goes forever. You can't see the end of it. Well, here we are. You've had a look around. I want to know what's on your mind right now. Sean, you go first.
We've done all that.
It's a pretty unique spot. We're actually finally here. It's a bit surreal, but I've just noticed how small the cars are with the cliff face in the background, how big this place is. It's amazing.
Well, you might feel rewarded already with this, but I've got something else for you too.
Okay.
I've got something for everyone here, even the camera crew. Yes, you too.
It's been saying that for the past, what, 4 days?
All the way from Esperance.
Oh, ice cream.
You're gonna have to make a choice. Golden Go time or
Oh,
giant
yeah.
sandwich?
Film crew first choice.
Film crew first choice? I think that's
I know
pretty
which
fair.
one you're going to go for, Johnny.
Every time in my dream.
Okay, that's enough of that. All right, how many times have you heard that bloody song on the radio?
I can't say I've actually come this far to have an ice cream on the beach before.
Good pick.
Oh,
600 Ks, what do we do?
your number plate. I'm kidding.
I thought you were for real.
Oh, really? Thank you so much for joining us on this epic adventure. We had a lot of fun, a lot of stories to go home to tell our families. See you next week from somewhere else.
8 days or 9 days to get here. Woo.